It's were Great James Oil and Gas Limited, Ifeoluwa Moses Christ, and Emeka Yume Festus, also known as Amankwa. All of them were convicted on 8-count charges bordering on improper importation. The prosecution successes reinforces the service's zero-tolerance stance against armed trafficking, and it validates the effectiveness and of our judicial collaboration. The proven investigative and prosecutorial approach is currently being applied to recent seizures at the port of Onne, where ongoing investigations continue to yield significant progress within established legal frameworks. And regarding the other ones, those in the 2 other containers, prosecutions is currently going on in the law courts. I can also tell you that we are making progress, and as we hand over these exhibits to the National Center today, we are also going to be handing over the prosecution of the case to the center. Our strategy, combining thorough investigation, decisive prosecution, and successful conviction, has proven effective in dismantling smuggling networks. Let me therefore be clear that we will spare no resource in hunting down, exposing, and prosecuting anyone who attempts to compromise our national security through arms trafficking. We stand ready to deploy our full arsenal of intelligence and enforcement capabilities to protect legitimate trade as we ensure Nigeria's security interests remain paramount. I want to salute the professionalism and courage of our officers who worked tirelessly, often in very challenging circumstances, to make these seizures. In addition to those that were made in the ports, some of these seizures were also made by federal operations units in some distant locations in the bushes around our border stations. I commend their effort. More importantly, I also want to commend the effort of the forensic unit of Nigeria Customs Service for their doggedness, for their determination, and high level of professionalism that was exhibited to follow through this particular case and secure conviction. To our partner agencies who have stood shoulder to shoulder with us in this fight, we want to acknowledge their support, and this support has been very instrumental to achieve what we are doing today. Together, we promise that we will continue to build formidable partnerships and create barriers against those who threaten our national security. Let me conclude on the note that the handover of these weapons to the center today symbolizes our commitment to proper disposal of seized arms and highlights our resolve to rid our nations of illegal weapons. We want to thank most sincerely the National Security Advisor that has availed us of the opportunity of working with the National Coordinator and his diligent team at the center, for diligent investigation and prosecution of those that are involved in this heinous crime. Once again, I thank you for your attention. Thank you.
The National Center will take all necessary measures in line with relevant conventions and best practices to permanently remove these weapons from circulation. Since its establishment on the 3rd of May 2021, the National Center has spearheaded multi-stakeholder initiatives to curb the proliferation of illicit small arms and light weapons. We have engaged with ministries, security agencies, international partners, and civil society organizations alike to advance our mission of building a safer, more secure Nigeria and West Africa. Notably, within a short period after assuming office, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, signed the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons Act 2024 into law on 4th June 2024. This swift legislative action underscores the President's unwavering commitment to ensuring peace and tranquility in Nigeria and demonstrates the premium he places on national security for all Nigerians. I would also like to emphasize that the Center's mandate extends far beyond merely receiving illegally acquired arms. As the leading organization for controlling the proliferation of illicit small arms and light weapons in Nigeria, the National Center implements and supervises strategies and policies, collaborates with law enforcement and international bodies, including ECOWAS, the AU, and the UN, manages a national database of weapons, and secures recovered arms. Additionally, the Center serves as the custodian of other categories of weapons, including obsolete stockpiles held by various arms-bearing agencies, which, no longer serving any professional purpose, must be removed from armories to eliminate potential security risks in accordance with international best practices and relevant treaties. By effectively managing the entire life cycle of small arms and light weapons, from registration and tracking to seizure and destruction, the Center actively strengthens our collective security and aligns with global efforts to combat the... After the Center took over the cache of arms from the Nigerian Customs Service, we went into diligent investigation. God on our side, we were able to effect the arrest of the principal suspects alongside 9 accomplices. The major importers were arrested, and the major importers alongside the 9 accomplices are currently being prosecuted at Federal High Court 9 in Abuja. The Center did not stop at effecting the arrest of the principal suspects who actually imported and those who are found in Nigeria. The Center extended its investigations in collaboration with Interpol to outside Nigeria. The investigation extended beyond the shores of Nigeria to faraway Turkey, where some other criminal elements have been traced. Thank you. We have not had any challenge of any sort. We were able to effect the arrest of the criminal elements, working in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Justice, the Attorney General, lending hands of assistance in area of prosecution, because the Center, the laws establishing the Center, confers prosecutorial powers on the Center. So the Center, working in synergy with the Office of the Attorney General, we have been able to do a very good job. The suspects are currently, as I said, under prosecution at Federal High Court 9, Abuja.
No gloves, please. Who get this one now?
Okay, like I explained, there are some of these ones that are already concluded. The case of the container is concluded.